together.
Let's go to the next topic because of time now as we round up. The Senate says it has become imperative to establish more universities that will help in absorbing the massive number of young Nigerians seeking tertiary education annually. This came to the fore during a public hearing organized by the Senate Committee on Tertiary Institutions and TED Fund for the consideration of bills for the upgrades of some tertiary institutions to universities, including Federal University of Technology, Yaba, currently now Yaba Tech, and the Federal University of Technology, Ilaro, currently Federal Poly Ilaro, and the Nigerian French Language Village in an intern university center for French studies. We've seen this continuous, converting of tertiary institutions to universities. Now, I'm not an academician, but from what I know, Polytechnics, monotechnics universities have different functions. Colleges of medicine, college of education, they have different function. Why the lapse? Why do you think the federal government are trying to convert some of these higher institutions to university?
Presently we have universities of technology, right? Like the one you have in River State, Port Harcourt. But incidentally, they also study law at that same University of Technology, which is an irony. You understand? So the need to specialize can never be overemphasized. So when we have universities of technologies or polytechnics, let them remain the way they are. You understand? Because I once worked with some Czechoslovakians before they now have this Czech Republic and Slovakia. At that time, they were working with the Nigerian Air Force. So they had aircrafts for training of the Nigerian Air Force, all that. So I think what they had at that time was that they would bring an engineer supported with like 3 or 4 technicians. You understand? So it shows clearly the essence of division of labor. You understand? Specialization. In Lagos also presently we have technical schools. And I know there's one in Ikotu. But when we were growing up, we had a lot of technical schools in Nigeria, which I don't think they are no longer there again. You understand?
Most of them have been converted to
polytechnics. So the polytechnics should remain the way they are. You understand? But I think why they are converting some of these polytechnic to universities is because of disparity in the treatment of the graduates from these institutions. These BS holders still earn more than HNE holders. You understand?
Shouldn't that be taken
I
care
think
of?
Yes, they are talking about it. No, they are talking about it
altogether.
No, I think they should just make sure that they are at par. Somebody who has an HND, somebody that has a BSc should earn the same amount of money. You understand? Because technical education, I think those people that attended polytechnics have it more than people that went to universities. Those days when we were being taught computer science in universities, you will not see a computer.
you just see theories.
They just tell theories about it. You understand?
And they'll draw it on the board.
You'll draw it on you cram it. What is CPU? You have to cram it. What is motherboard? You cram all those things. Things that you have not seen.
But in the Polytechnic, you see it physically.
You are supposed to see it.
Yes. Let's have your view.
I totally support and agree with this extremely good gentleman. What are they? In the university, it is theory most of the time. Theory, but the polytechnics do they see it like he said. They do the thing.
Of it.
Yes. So if we continue converting them to universities, what is left? How do people generate or develop to owning places like Computer Village, where most of them, a lot of guys there didn't go to university. They learned the work, and that's what the polytechnics do. They teach you these things, hands-on, and then you know how to do these things yourself. Most of the time in the universities, you see that we are just reading big books, and we don't get to the nitty-gritty of these things. And so they should improve the polytechnics, fund it better, so that Nigeria can stand in the polity of nations. Look, if you go to America, they don't ask you what you know. They ask you what you can do. But most times we think it's about having the certificate, BSc. No. Nigeria should start manufacturing.
So why do you think the federal government is converting? I mean, he said probably to reduce the gap with how Nigerians see BSc at HN. Do you think that's a valid point?
I think that's misplaced priority. I think so, because if you focus very well on the Polytechnics and bring out good things from there, you will not have to compare. You wouldn't have to compare. The universities, yes, I read law from the University of Lagos, but if you go to Yabatech, they also have their own usefulness, and there's no reason why one should be downgraded and the other one uplifted. They should be at par, because all of them have their different uses. Until we start manufacturing vehicles, manufacturing phones, manufacturing robots, those are things that the politicians should be able to do. So if we start doing that in this country, you will find out that disparity would on its own fizzle out. So that's why I'm saying it's a misplaced priority. And the truth of the matter is this: someone is thinking of making some money. That's why they're trying to convert it to universities.
So you think there's politics?
Yes, everything in Nigeria is focused to making money out of the masses. If you go to the Polytechnics, look at their hostels, look at their labs. It's a mess. And you want to convert. You haven't taken care of them where they are now. You want to convert it to a university where more money will be spent.
And finally, now, in its submission, the Committee on Tertiary Institutions and Tech Fund charged the current staff of Yabatech and Federal Polytechnic Ilaro to upgrade their qualification to fit the university structure.
How is this supposed to be done? Is it with water? You want to upgrade what? You haven't funded that place well. It needs funding. Am I not correct, sir?
Absolutely.
But how do you think also that staff can upgrade themselves?
Funding.
You see,
probably talking about qualification.
Funding. Yes, qualification is funding.
But perhaps is here just to add to what he has said. Funding. With funding, you can expose the staff of universities to better qualifications. Send them abroad. And we even live in an age of software, information technology age. You see, there are technologies that we can buy that we will use to leapfrog as a country to the 21st century. Funding. You see now, as a policy, as a state policy, I think the federal government of Nigeria should even concentrate more on technical education.
Funding.
You understand? We should concentrate more, because what is China doing differently?
Nothing.
They are producing everything. It's for themselves. You understand? Nigeria, for you to get match, a box of match, just look barely fine.
Made in Taiwan.
Made in Taiwan, made in Malaysia. Let us produce everything that we need in this country. And how do we do that? By funding effectively the technical schools, polytechnics, and all that.
Unfortunately, we have to draw the curtain here. Thank you so much for your time. Unfortunately, we couldn't join Dr. Raymond Adegboyega, who was even supposed to, incidentally, was supposed to be a part of this particular topic, because he's a lecturer at university, so he would have, had from academician's point of view. Thank you so much, Barrister James Ononiwu and Barrister Ayosho. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for tuning in to Galaxy Television and watching the program today. Next week is another day. Keep a date with us on Sunday, Galaxy Television, 1 p.m. I'm Solomon Offer. Have a beautiful Sunday afternoon.